Hey, so, man, this has been a minute since I did a video. Because I try to do 2 to 3 a week. I'm gonna try to get up to 4, but that's another conversation. So anyway, it is Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday night? No, it's Tuesday night, girl. And I haven't done anything because quite frankly, I've had this really bad cold for days. You can probably hear it. I've got that like crispiness, like that crackle when your lungs are congested. I have that going on, just really congested. And so I just haven't had the energy. And so true story, let me just tell y'all. Let's have a juicy moment. So anyway, we're going to go on. Let me just do this part first, do the intro, and then I'll give you the juicy story. And then we'll go on into what we're doing. So anyway, this video, so I was sitting back thinking about fragrances because I have all my fragrances out all over this room, and I'm working. I got my shelving, I got to build shelves and all the stuff, which was supposed to happen this weekend. But child, I just basically laid on the couch and watched TV and slept. But anyway, but with it all being out, I was thinking about some things about it. And so then I was thinking about, well, what have you really worn this summer? Because I gotta be honest, I bought quite a bit this summer, but with everything that was going on, I just really, my head has not been into it. None of that. And so I started thinking, well, what have you been wearing? And there have been some standouts that I've really been wearing, really been into. And so I started looking around. I said, okay, you did wear some things. It just doesn't feel like when you have this many, if you don't stop, it just doesn't feel like when you have this many fragrances, like you've really worn a lot. But, I've worn things here and there and worn them, like trying them out, testing and things. But these are the ones that I was actually like wearing, like baby, putting on everything. So let's talk about the scents of summer. I don't know, we're just going to say the scents I've been loving lately. Okay, so let me tell you a juicy story. For the people who know Juicy, Juicy is my cat. She was a stray. She lives with me. Yeah. So anyway, Juicy got outside. We live in a new house, not her usual territory. So she was gone. And she didn't come back. And so Brandon was like, low key, he likes the cats. Even though he acts like he don't, now he likes the cats. So he was like, Juicy ain't coming back. And I kept saying, no, she gonna come back. She gonna be gone for a few days. She gonna make it back here, right? I kept thinking I heard a cat crying, but I'd open the doors, the back doors, and we didn't see her. Everybody, look, we was all looking for her. We'd open up the back door. And then he comes to me, was it yesterday? And he was like, Juicy's next door. And I was like, what? He was like, Juicy's next door. So what happened was Juicy had got herself in the yard next door to us, but she couldn't figure out how to get out of the yard. So when he came outside in the backyard, she was standing at the fence waiting for him and crying like, get me out of here. So I had to like figure out where she actually got in here. How was I going to get her out? So then the neighbors weren't home. So we couldn't even, because I hit the neighbors, I rang the neighbors' doorbell. They weren't home. So I was like, okay, so how are we going to get out this yard? And so what I wound up doing is I went into the alley, found a spot clearly, that she probably had, snuck under, got her to come back under and got her back in. So that's the juicy story. I know y'all didn't care about that. Most of y'all like the juicy story. Maybe I'll try to take a picture of her and put it up here or something for y'all to see what juicy look like. But anyway, and so now she back, and now her and Malachi are still fighting. For the people who know, they're still fighting. Okay, so now let's just talk fragrances. Okay, so now we're done with the juicy story, so let's just talk fragrances, okay? So anyway, these are the fragrances that I really honestly wore this summer. There's so much stuff that I bought this summer that I tested, that I wore a little bit, but these are the fragrances that I wore this summer. Some are new, some are old. So let's just get into them. A lot of them are pretty much new though. Cause you get new stuff and you just really want to wear it. So let's go with Elizabeth Arden. And these are old, so I've taken it upon myself to try to keep bedtime fragrances, things by my bed, right? So this one kind of got stuck there, green tea and honeysuckle. And the green teas, for the people who are new watching this, I own every green tea that's out there except for one because the price was too high. I don't remember the name of it, but it was overpriced when I looked for it. It was like $200 and they had lost a damn 200 mine for some Elizabeth Arden green tea. But anyway, this is green tea honeysuckle. And it does have it's got the green tea, citrusy tea like DNA, but it does have a honeysuckle vibe to it. It's one of my favorites. And so I just been wearing it. Spraying it at night. Makes me feel good. Yeah. Now, on to another Elizabeth Arden tea. But this is a white tea. And this has been one that I kind of threw on. Sometimes at night. Sometimes I was just around the house. Just wanted to smell good. Because I'm trying to... How many of y'all just wear fragrances around the house? I know it's a lot of us. I know most of the people I know, we wear fragrances around the house. But if you don't, you need to. But anyway, this is Elizabeth White Tea with Wild Rose. This is the Wild Rose one. This is, it's that crisp, very elegant white tea vibe, but it has a strong rose. So it has a strong green, fresh, beautiful rose. So it's a tea based, but it's that light white tea, very beautiful for the summertime, very just laid back, elegant girl, laid back at, having lunch with her friends, just living her best life, just living their best life, just, smelling fresh and beautiful and just chilling. The one who everybody looks to, but it's just like that effortless, elegant one. That's White Tea Wild Rose. All right, another oldie that I've had for a while. Love it for the spring and summertime. And that's the Entre Deux EDT right here. Now, this one is really good. I love this one for the spring and summer because unlike the original L'Entre Deux EDP, the Intense, the Mellissimas, all of those are deep, rich, sweeter tuberoses. This is a green, fresh floral. So this is a floral. It has a slight sweetness. It's just not as, it's just not as heavy. So it's a lighter tuberose, which is perfect for the summertime. So if you kind of like tuberoses, but you don't like the super heavy ones, this is a really good one to have to wear like in the spring and summertime, fall, while it's still like, still warm outside. This is L'Entre Deux EDT. All right. Now this is another one that's a little bit older, and then the rest were new ones from the summer that kind of like really got me going. This one right here is quite an interesting little thing I had going on with it this summer. Now, I did send some samples out of this, but quite a bit of it, okay, whatever, I use myself. And this is Atkinsons Jasmine and Tangerine. Let me see if you all can see it. Now, the thing about this is that it's not like this huge vibe, we know that if you've been around, I like a vibe, I like really deep, rich, just be stand out in your face kind of things. And this isn't what this is. This is a citrus jasmine with tangerine. That's all it is. And so what I wound up doing with this a lot was kind of layering it with things. Like if I wanted to have like a little white floral jasmine-y vibe to something, I just throw in some jasmine and tangerine. it's really grown on me, because at first I was like, I didn't know if I liked it. I didn't know if I was going to keep it. But as I've gotten used to it and really smelled it, baby, this is so good. It has this really beautiful citrusy, orangey jasmine. And honestly, I've never really had anything like this. But yeah, it's just like, it's a lightweight jasmine. It does last. But for some reason, I was layering it with stuff. So I'd be putting on something, I'd be like, let me just throw some jasmine and tangerine. Don't ask me why. And I don't even think I talked about it in layering videos. But I'm going to really play with it and tell you what it is. Because you can honestly find this big old bottle at a pretty decent price. Now, is it like, you know, $50? No. But for a niche house that's, you know, kind of expensive, you can actually find these at a good price. So that's jasmine and tangerine. Then I have these two. Now, these are very inexpensive, and they are on Fragrance.net right now. I saw them. So these are from the Les Fleurs de Lanvin collection. And this one is Sunny Magnolia. I did not, now honestly, I was expecting to like this because it has osmanthus in it. And I love it, osmanthus. But at first I was like, yeah, that's all right. I mean, this bottle is like $25, I think it is. It's about 25, right? This is 100 mils, right? No, 90 mils. But this is a really gorgeous magnolia. It is a floral, but it's got that kind of apricot-y vibe to it. Like I said, once I set it around and wore it a couple of times and let it sit, baby, this is so good. Now, it doesn't last super long. It really doesn't. It's $20-some though. I don't care. I really like it. If you like florals, if you like a kind of elegant floral fruity, because this has a fruitiness to it. The apricot is there and everything, but this is so, it's very, I always say like Hamptons, or, you know, this is definitely East Coast beach. You know, this is definitely like the Hamptons, Martha's Vineyard. This is not Miami. This is very classy. You know, look at the bottle. It exudes class, and that's what it also gives. Now, segueing into the next one. This is the one also from this line. This is Blue Orchid. Right? Now, this one is more gourmandy. Has tonka bean in it. I think it has some benzoin. But this is good too. And like I said, these are highbrow. That's all and the reason why I say that is because, you know, sometimes when you think about very like country clubby vibe, you don't think of things that are super sexy or super rich. You think of this lightness. Like I always think of like country club hanging out, like light and airy, because, you know, I'm going to be sitting out on the, like when I've gone to some country clubs with some friends, you know, we were sitting outside, you know, having lunch, and it was just a very chill, laid back, yet moneyed vibe. And I'm just being honest. And so that's kind of like the vibe you get from these. So this is like a low-key gourmand. It's got the tonka bean in it. It's got the florals in it. Kind of vibes sort of like, when you smell it, almost like an angel kind of vibe. Not heavy on patchouli or anything. But you know, it's got that kind of like tonka bean, vanilla kind of vibe. Real pretty. Like I said, doesn't last that long, but I just really like the way they smell, and I've been wearing them. As you can see, I have been wearing them. So that is Blue Orchid and like the Sunny Magnolia. Put in a little dent, and we know I'm not the best at putting dents in things because I get bored with them. Or it's not so much I get bored, but then, you know, you got the new shiny pretty things. And I think that I am now willing to not act like I have to wear everything, or making a way to wear more and enjoy them more. And so that's one of the things that I really have to work on. So like right now, I have had this Jones to buy something, but what I've been doing is like putting stuff in carts, taking them out the carts, going, I don't know, and not really getting anything. Yet that has been assuaging, is that the way you say it? Assuaging my spending, buying something new. Now, I probably will buy something. I have a plan for myself. It's going to be a little, I want to do a little, give to myself, because it's been a long summer, y'all. I mean, I've been lifing. You know how we say, what you been doing, lifing? And so I've been lifing, and my summer wasn't as relaxing as I would have liked it. And even now, I still have a lot going on. And I just don't, I feel like I'm behind. And I just feel like I'm not catching up the way I would like to. And so, yeah, like now I'm just tired, you know, and I've been living in this state of perpetual tiredness. And so, got to work on that, you know, and finding and getting some of this rest that I need. I'm working on some plans for it, but you know, I was lifing, and life just lifed me this summer. So, and it just felt like the summer wasn't long enough. We'll see. I gotta put in some me time, some real good me time soon. And I have to, because I've been feeling like I haven't. But anyway, thank y'all for this moment of me just rambling on in the middle of a video about fragrances. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, next up is this one. And this is, let me pull out the bottle. This is by Pearlescent Parfums. This is Sunscape. Now, the thing with this one, now it doesn't last as long as I would like, but I have been layering it to make it, you know, give it a little, boost it up just a little bit. But the thing with this one is it has a really nice honeydew note, which I was so surprised, because I don't even like honeydew. I don't, but for some reason this melon scent is really nice. And I really do like Pearlescent Parfums. So, you know, I was like, ooh, yes, child, let me get some of that. But yeah, it's a melon with a little ginger. So it's kind of like got a slight incensey. And then they said something about Texas sunshine. And that's kind of what it vibes like. So what it is like, it's got melon, it's got vanilla. So it's spicy, yet a little smoky. And then this melon, which is really quite well done, and a vanilla. So that's why it was just like, it was a vibe. And then I was, honestly, I was layering it with Summer Melody, which is basically melon and vanilla. So it really helped to amp this up. And like right now, it smells so juicy, so good, so bright, so sunshiny, that it just did something to me, honey. It just did something. Okay. Oh, another oldie but goodie I forgot about. Let's talk about this one. Take her out her box, because, you know, I got to unbox all these and put them away. Let me ask y'all something. I'm working on how I'm going to organize my stuff, and I go back and forth. So what would be the way you organize? Like I had one section that was all colors. Like I had pinks, I had blacks. I have a lot of black bottles I was looking at. But anyway, I was trying to decide, was I going to do colors? Was I going to go do it by house? Was I going to do it, you know, because I like the color vibe. Was I going to do it by the houses too? The, you know, fragrance house. I don't know. What do you think? What kind of way do you structure, especially my people who have larger collections? How do you structure your collection? Oh, I got some in my eye. Hold on. Do you do it by season? How do you do it? Okay, anyway. So anyway, oldie but goodie that I was like, yes, let's wear her. And this is Chinatown by Bond Number 9. I only own 2 Bond Number 9s because I got really good deals on them.
I got this in a swap, and I think I did well in the swap. I had MFK a la Rose, and I swapped it for this. I thought I did better in the swap. But anyway, this is a gorgeous, creamy tuberose. I must say, it is exactly what everyone says. Now, to me, even though this lasts, and I will say this lasts, baby, you smell good all day. It has a delicate nature to it. It feels like a very delicate vibe to it to me. It has got a creaminess, a slight sweetness, beautiful tuberose, beautiful white floral. But like I said, it definitely has this dainty delicacy to me. So when I wear it, I feel very girly, very flirty. And that's how I feel with bond number 9, Chinatown. All right, so now we're going to go with this one. I bought a few Francesca Bianchi's. If I can get my coins, I might get a couple of more. But anyway, this is Luxe Calm Volupte. Now, this is the one that I really was wearing. I haven't worn the dark side enough, really. I need to pull that out and really wear it. Because like Lover's Tale I knew, and Etruscan Water I knew. So anyway, let's talk Luxe Calm Volupte. So I don't like the initial spray out. I really don't. It has a, Francesca Bianchi has a vibe. She likes civet, she likes animalic. And so that's what this has, a slightly very animalic in the beginning. Okay, but as it dries down, it becomes this really beautiful powdery floral on my skin. And it is just darling. I started to put a little dent in it. Yeah, and it's just like this very gorgeous, very, how do I want to say it? It becomes this very, I find this very sensual. It's a very sensual, it lasts on the skin. I don't know how much it projects out because quite honestly, I get nose blind real easily. So I don't know the projection, but I do know it's, it lasts and it when it gets down on your skin, it dries down. You get this beautiful woody floral vibe, powdery, musky, because she loves like castoreum and things like that. It is, Francesca Bianchi has a vibe. She has a DNA. She has a a scent profile to her things, and this is very much in it. It is very sensual. It is very erotic, in a very almost primal way, because it feels like it's coming off of you, not like you're wearing a scent. The scent isn't wearing you, you are wearing the scent, and it is combining with your skin, and it's giving off this very erotic vibe, very how do I want to say it, not in your face, but very subtle eroticism that would take a discerning nose to catch it. And it just, I don't know if that is telling you what I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't something that is mass where somebody be like, oh my God, this is the type of thing like when somebody meets you and you're talking and they have to have a certain aesthetic of their own to really pick up on this fragrance and the nuances of it, and to find that this is something that is like, okay. And so that's why I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what I get from this particular scent. Okay, so I looked up the notes and I'm getting it. It's the ylang ylang that gives it this very erotic vibe. Ylang ylang is considered an aphrodisiac note. So that's where that's coming from for me. But like I said, it has like this sweet kind of powderiness to it. It's quite good, because it has iris in it. So the iris gives it this kind of powdery floral, really beautiful.
let me get off of her. Francesca Bianchi, I'm sorry I went on so far and so long. But anyway, now there's 3 that I have of these, but these are the 2 that I was really, so this is Carven La Absolute. This is the first one I bought. This is a sexy, citrusy floral. I don't know how they did this, y'all, but it's a citrus, and the citrus lasts pretty long. It lasts till about the mid. You know, you're going to get a good, hour or 2 with that. It's a very strong, this is a floral, but like I said, it's got the citrus in it, and it just smells so sexy to me. Like wearing this, and this is all about the vibe that it gives me. This gives me this really beautiful sexiness. Yeah, so this it's like a amber floral with a little chypre. So it's got a little tuberose in it, white florals, little ylang patchouli. This is a really beautiful scent, very underrated. I see I'm gonna have to go into me some underrated for y'all. Okay, but yeah, this is, it smells so good. I mean, and I wear, and it's like, yes, baby, yes. Very inexpensive. Tester bottles are really good because tops on them, and they have the notes on them. So this is one of the tester bottles of that. Then this is Carven La Eau de Toilette. So it's very similar to it, but it's a fresh floral and it's musky. I've been wearing the hell out of this. Like you can see, I've been wearing this because this is one of those things that I just feel like this is an easy reach for me. Easy reach. This would be like to wear to work because the florals and the musk are just beautiful, and just there's this slight citrus. This is just, like I said, it's an easy reach. It's a beautiful floral, dries down like a floral musky. If you like those vibes, this is a good one to add to your collection. I'm telling you, slight ambery vibe to it, but what really comes out is this lightly citrusy floral musk. Boom, there you go. Okay, now real talk. I just did not jump on this hype train. I heard about it. I've been hearing about it. People are like, yeah, I'm surprised you don't have it. I was like, no, I don't have it. I can't. But why I did not? Because I love Nishane as a house, which is going to be, I'm hoping to splurge on some for me. Hopefully I can make it happen. But it's 100 Silent Ways. Okay. Got a really good deal on this. I could not pass up the deal on this. I could not pass up the deal. Okay. This is this beautiful peachy white floral tuberose. OMG. She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. It's a peachy tuberose, and I didn't know I needed a peachy tuberose, but I did, and I am no regrets for having her. She is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's so good. So good. So good. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's Nishane's 100 Silent Ways. Baby, okay, I'm just gonna let you see what I've done to her already. I've given her a little something, because I've been wearing her. I've been wearing her. I feel like being cute. I've worn it to work. Did I start telling hoes with this already at work? I think I did. I did, because I had my Pretty as a Peach on. I had this on. You couldn't tell me nothing. Tuberose. I washed, I did my Tuberose body wash. Sorry, I just got a little carried away. So sorry. Now, this one was a surprise because I didn't even want this fragrance, to be quite honest. I didn't want this. So Vincent was having a sale. Dreamhouse-Ikiryo. I talk like about him like we cool, like, we get him. But anyway, Vincent was having a sale. I bought a couple of things, buy one get one free, right? And then he sent me this. This is Coronas de Toussaint. When I saw the notes on this, because I was trying to figure out which two I was going to be able to get, this was not on my radar. But I am so glad he gave it to me. This has The reason why I was like, I saw geranium in, I was like, whatever. But y'all, this was so much better than I expected. This is a beautiful floral with, let me see if I can find the notes on this. I'm not sure. Hold on. Okay, so let me tell you what it has in it. It's got water lily, carnation, chrysanthemum, ivy, moss, autumnal notes. So what happened was I saw the ivy and the moss and I was like, oh, hell no. Oh no, because usually I don't really be liking that mossiness. I don't really like the ivy, that kind of green woody vibe. No, that's not my style. But with the florals, the geranium, the carnation, this is so gorgeous. Now, I will say this is not for everybody. This is very much for somebody who really likes these very unique kind of gothic kind of vibe. I always say, you know, from the aesthetic of the bottles to how they vibe, some of these have a gothic, beautiful nature. And this one does. This has a very kind of like modern day twist on a like Elizabethan or something fragrance, because it has this kind of deep, almost like dusty vibe to it. And I don't mean dusty in a bad way, but what I mean is like, it just reminds me of like watching those old movies where they go into these older homes and it's just like the vibe is like kind of dark and mysterious. This has a slightly dark and mysterious vibe to it, yet it has this floral beauty to it. Really stunning. All right, so I waxed on about that one, didn't I? Okay, so that is Coronas de Toussaint. I think I said it right. And then these last three, y'all. I don't know, I should have said Nishane, 100 Silent Ways too, but okay. La Belle Fleur Terrible. Now, I don't know how everybody else has been talking about it because I honestly don't care, but I love this one. Let's just talk about her. Her is so beautiful. Oh my God, she's beautiful. But let me tell y'all, this is such a beautiful floral. It does have a slight La Belle DNA, because there's got to be some vanilla or some pear or something, because it does have that way. But what this is like this aquatic floral with a little iris in it. It's really stunning. It's really beautiful. Definitely vibes like this is the other flirty sister. As I said when I did my review on these, this is not like La Belle Le Parfum, which is very deep and sensual, and the big sister. This is like the fraternal twin to the original La Belle, because these are both very flirty, just different vibes. Whereas that's all pear and vanilla and everything. This has a more of a aquatic vibe to it with this iris and the sweetness as it dries down. Definitely gives me pear vibes. They don't list it yet, but it definitely gives me this juicy kind of pear vibe. It's just all I got. That's all I got for now. Hey baby, maybe I'm gonna take you out. Ooh, this might be Friday. I might be wearing this Friday. Let me put her out. And then these two, now I have been hearing about this one, and so finally I bit the bullet because I found a really good price on this, and I said go on and get it. So this is Rosendo Mateu's number 5. This is the Floral Amber Sensual Musk. That's exactly what it is. It's a Floral Amber Sensual Musk. This, I had to stop myself, because as you can see, I was wearing it. I was like, this is so, it is exactly what it says. It's floral, it's amber, it's a sensual, beautiful musk.
He knew what to say on here. He just told you this what this is. This what this is. What else do you want me to tell you? You want me to give you a bunch of notes? No, it's floral, amber, sensual musk. And that's all you need to know. It's got this beautiful floral. It dries down with this sexy amber and this sensual musk. Rosendo Mateu, number 5. Now this one, I got number 5, and I said, well, let's try another one. And then I got number 6. Now I gotta be honest, y'all folks in Fragcom, why y'all sleeping on number 6? This is Jasmine Sandalwood Oriental Musk. Jasmine Sandalwood. That is what this is. It is the most beautiful jasmine sandalwood I have ever smelled. Have I ever really smelled any? I don't know. But all I know is that this one wore me out, turned me out, took me out. That's what it did. Wore me out, turned me out, and took me out. I mean, you can't tell me I'm not sexy in this bitch right here. This hoe right here, you can't tell me I am not sexy in her. You just can't tell me that. I'll look at you like you crazy. You say that shit ain't sexy, I'll smack you. I'll smack somebody. They say, oh, that's it. This is just a beautiful, rich, heady, gorgeous jasmine with the sandalwood. And the sandalwood is perfection. I don't care about the musk in this one. All I care about is the jasmine sandalwood. The musk is good too. I'm not going to sit up here in front. But that jasmine and sandalwood, baby. Baby. Oops. It is early morning, and I had straightened up this area where I had done this video and found some I forgot, y'all. This is Bronze Goddess Nuit. This is the newest one. I bought it because it said Nuit, and I looked at the notes and I was like, okay. And this is very similar to the original Bronze Goddess, but it's just a little, it's got a little difference. Like, if you have Bronze Goddess, you probably don't need this. The difference is that this is just a little richer. Okay, this one is a tad more, a little bit more complex. It has a salty note. It has a little orchid, whereas, you know, Bronze Goddess is tiara flower, coconut. It is what it is. It's very beautiful. Love it. But this is just a little bit more complex, just a little deeper. It has a little ylang ylang, which I know I've been into ylang ylang lately. That might be one of my new notes. I don't know. But yeah, it's a little saltier. It's got a little more complexity to the note structure. And so it wears kind of similar because it's got the coconut in it. Does it have coconut? Yeah, it's got coconut. I'm sorry. I had to look at the notes. It does have that coconut note, but it just veers off a little more. I don't see it being nuit, like night. I still think of it as a cute little beachy. This is like a beachy daytime fragrance, date night, you know, date night, day fragrance. It doesn't become rich enough, complex enough for me to say that it is like, you know, sexy date night. No, it doesn't vibe like that to me. But what it does vibe is just a really cute, pretty, salty floral. And I don't know, I was just vibing on it because I really wanted to see, was it worth it? And I never did the comparison. I suck. So we'll see if this is around next year, because maybe next year I'll do the comparison. And I wanted to get another one, the Old Fresh Skin Scent, whatever. I'm so irritated with that damn completionist stuff. Oh, and by the way, I caved and I just ordered a couple of fragrances. However, in my defense, they were kind of on my list of things to get. One wasn't, but it was Serge Lutens. Y'all know I got a thing for Serge. All right, see you later. Okay, y'all. Thank you, hoes, for hanging out as always. Oh, I'm glad to have finally gotten something done this week. Well, I'll try. This will probably be a premiere because it's long as fuck. And thank you all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. My whole squad. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. Feeling a little better. Gonna go on and lay down, take me some Mucinex. Give me some more elderberry going. I need to take some elderberry. You know, I got all that stuff going on. So let me go and take care of it. Try to get myself together. Gather myself up for tomorrow. Try to do some work at work. You all have a great day. And LuuLuu is out the building.